How to transfer a domain name? It is one of the most basic steps of web hosting, but most people do it so seldom that they probably need to learn the process each time. This simple step will help you transfer your domain name to a new home in no time. Picture this: you have built and an attractive function website on a server owned by a company that you once considered a reliable web host. Then weeks, month, or year later, the service goes bad on you. It might be a question of hacks, slow load time, uptime, expensive prices, or unreliable customer support. Regardless, you will want to highlight it out of there for to do that, you need to transfer your website domain name to a new web host. If you already have a domain name, you have probably already dealt with a registrar, a company that endless URL. A registered can be a standalone URL seller like Namecheap or a web hosting service that also offer domain names such as Go free domain at Go. If your domain name is tied to a web hosting service, the desire to move it might come from one of the reasons maintained above, or it might be due to rival hosts, superior uptime, load time. For future sets, do not, however, think that people who have name chip domain never transfer this URLs. For example, for you strike a deal to sell your website, you may need to transfer the domain to the new owner's preferred URL host, or you might be moving to a new hosting service that offer a sweet deal on the annual cost of domain registration for new things ups. If you have gotten this far in the rectal and do not know what I am talking about, my piece how to register a domain name for your website. The domain transfer process is not difficult, but it may not be wise. There are only a few steps to undertake to the action. Not however that transferring a domain name require two companies to approve the transfer, which slow matter a bit. You can accept your domain transfer request to go through in a few hours or a few days time depending on the companies involved. Do not fret if the domain does not get moved within a few minutes of your placing the request through. The process can sometimes be complete quite quickly. This article only tackles the act of transferring a domain name, moving any website file that you have uploaded to a web host servers, that is moving your actual site to a new web host is a different matter altogether, one that will be the subject for another article. In addition, understand that these tips are written in the most general manner possible because the section and icon will vary. The registrar, the process is similar enough from provider to provider that you should be able to it out with the help of the guide below. The first thing you need to do before transferring your domain is to disable the registrar. Look, most registrar keep your domain under right security to prevent transfer. After all, you do not want someone else to be able to size ownership